Thank you. It's nice to be here, nice for you to come here, and it was very nice that you found us way back here in the hole. This little seminar we've put together is being videotaped. As you can tell, we are trying to use the videotape to promote an upcoming book that should be coming out the end of this year, we hope. And so we hope you'll indulge us in having this videotaped. Roger and I have been working together for about 5 years. And we have consulted with many different types of organizations. We've done work for the county, for the RTC. That's a federal organization set up to save the failed savings and loans, or at least dig us out of that mess. We've done various types of consulting work. But most of our clients are people like yourselves, family-owned businesses. And that's not surprising, because family-owned businesses comprise 75% of all of the businesses in the United States. And they produce 60% of the gross national product. So if you ever considered yourself a little mom and pop shop, you better rethink that, because you're literally the backbone of the American economy. And we recognize that, and we're taking the focus of trying to help those family-owned businesses to be successful, not just so they make money, but so they can keep that family successful too. And that's one of the reasons for our seminar today. As brothers, we know that there are advantages and certainly disadvantages to working with family members. And we've developed a little dramatization of that today. I hope you'll bear with our acting ability and try and watch for some of the emotions and some of the things that come up, not because we're in business together, but because we're in a family-owned business. Please imagine, if you will, that this is a stockholders meeting. You are all shareholders in our family-owned business. Hi, Mom, Dad. Nice to be back in the family-owned business after being away for so long. Let's see, these past 9 months, I have been noticing some things about our business. And I think because of my experience in the outside industry or the outside world, I can really help our business. I've noticed that we've been selling our valves for the last 22 years in exactly the same way. We have all of our cousins and aunts and uncles, and they go out and they sell our valves door to door, one at a time. And in my experience, I found that there are many marketing tools that we can use that would enhance our ability to sell those valves. In the last 9 months, I've been doing some research. We have a market of 10 million people. And not all of those people would buy just one valve. Many of them would buy many valves. I've divided our market into 3 target market areas. The first is ranchers. Believe it or not, most of our clients are ranchers right now, and they use our valves to water their cattle. There's 2 million ranchers in the United States alone. Another market that I've defined is in industrial plant managers. There's 7 million industrial plant managers. And the last target market that I've defined is 1 million aquarium owners. And all of them would use our valves, and they've demonstrated that by purchasing them already. So what I've decided to do is, instead of going door to door, knocking on each door and selling 1 or 2 valves, I propose that we develop an advertising campaign and switch our emphasis from selling direct, create a channel of distribution through wholesalers and retailers, and then advertise to our target market to draw those sales down through the distribution channel. I've defined 5 trade magazines where we can advertise our product and reach those 10 million people. And if we budget just $2,000 a month per magazine, that's $10,000 a month, for an investment of $120,000 a year, if we only get 1% of our target market, and my research shows that we can, we will produce $1.5 million in sales. Now, we've been going along for 20 years with a 2% growth rate, and I think that's very impressive, a consistent 2% growth rate. But it would take us 21 years going at that current growth rate to reach the kind of sales that are available to us if we advertise. And so my proposal to you today is that we spend the $120,000 this year by using this great advertising medium and changing the type of marketing that we're doing. And we'll open that up for discussion a little bit later. But now, my brother Roger.
Well, thank you, Russ. We appreciate your presentation on marketing. Mom, Dad, family members, you know that the business has been doing well. When I took over from Dad several years ago, we continued on the same course that Dad had plotted for us, and it's been a good course. Yeah, I'm the oldest brother, you know, and so I'm the one who has given direction and focus to our business over these last years. Now, I have in my hand the budget, and you know we've always operated by budgets in this company. And you know that the major causes for business failure are two. There are two major causes for business failure: poor management and lack of capital. The business doesn't have enough money to make it go. Now, under the course that Dad charted and that I've continued, we've been able to continue on a course of having the capital, being able to manage the resources that have made our business successful. We know that budgets are important. We know that we have to follow them. We do a cash flow projection so that we can say, we're going to have enough money not only in December, but we're going to have enough money in June to pay the bills as they come due. Russ has presented a marketing plan to us that really isn't the way that we've always done business. It's one of those things that shows a great deal of expenditure, and I just don't think that we have the money. I mean, our budget shows that we don't have the money to do that kind of marketing. The thing that I'm concerned about is we've charted this course. It's been successful for us. You family members have all benefited from the course that I have charted as the oldest brother and the person who's given direction and focus to the business. Russ goes off and gets a little education and comes back in the company, tries to change everything that we're doing. My big concern is that, you know, these marketing guys, they go off half-cocked at times, spending all the money, and we just don't have it. It's just not here in the budget.
No, now wait a minute. Going off half-cocked. I spent 9 months researching this. I gave the numbers. I showed you where we could make the kind of money that I say we can make.
But Russ, you've got to look at the budget. It is not in the budget.
Then we should take out a loan or do something. This is what I think about your budget. Besides that, this isn't a business issue at all, is it? This is an issue of control.
Oh, Russ.
You've been trying to control me and make me do what you wanted me to do since we were kids.
Well, that's because Mom and Dad have always had more confidence in me because I'm older.
But this is a business. Mom always liked you best. Now, time out. What is happening here? Is this a realistic scenario in a family-owned business? Unfortunately, it is. Unfortunately, it is. Is this something that you would normally see in a Vaughn store or another type of business where it was not family controlled? No, why not? Help me.
No emotion, no personal.
There's no personal emotion, no personal attachments. What else is different about owning a family-owned business? Let's talk about emotions, perhaps. What kind of emotions were demonstrated here?
One of the things in a family business is you're always trying to be fair to the family members. In a large business, that requirement is not necessarily in there. You try to be fair to the individuals, but not necessarily make fairness and equality to people.
Okay, fair but not equal. Gee, where have we heard that? Thank you. What other emotions have been demonstrated in our little dramatization here? By the way, we weren't really fighting.
This time.
This time. What other emotions? Greed, maybe? Was there any greed demonstrated here? $1.5 million potential sales. Do you think there was any animosity or any grievance here, maybe that I had been able to leave the business and have other experiences, and now I'm coming back and trying to take control? Is there a little bit of, what would you call that type of emotion? Power struggle? Okay. What other emotions were demonstrated here?
Well, the older
Sibling rivalry. That's something that you'd never see in a regular business is, when you go to business, you only know that person from the day you were hired. In a family situation, you've got history. You've got baggage. You've got 20, 30 years of, gee, I know you. And something that I've noticed in family-owned businesses, we know how to push each other's buttons. We really know how to make each other mad. And you just don't see that in any other kind of business. There are certain business objectives that bring you together, in fact. And that's something that we can do in a family-owned business, develop business objectives that bring family members together. And that's something that we will talk about later. Was there any jealousy, perhaps, involved in our emotions that we probably wouldn't see in a regular business? Okay. How do you overcome negative emotions? What should be a core value in a family-owned business to overcome these petty negative emotions? What should all families have?
Forget the objective is really the business is the objective of why you're there. It's the business should come first over the emotions of the family members. The business well-being.
The well-being of the business must continue. We must at least have a core objective of maintaining that family business. I want to talk just at this time about a core emotion that we have defined as a family business value, and that is love. In a family business that you won't find anywhere else, there should be a core belief that we all love each other. We all accept each other. We all, yes, we know each other's faults, but we should love each other enough to work through those faults. And so the first family business value that we espouse and promote that all of our family businesses espouse is love. Some families approach love in a different manner. And so if love can't be an underlying value or a core belief, then what we propose is at least a mutual respect. Love or mutual respect must be paramount. It must exist in a family-owned business for that family business to survive. And we can all develop mutual respect by respecting each other's abilities. And that's the second family business value that we think all businesses should espouse. Having respect or a dedication to the, let's see, how have we worded that? A dedication to maximizing the potential of individual family members. You recall that this character, I had gone out of the business and found my way in the world and took the time and learned from other businesses. We strongly recommend that occur in family-owned businesses. That the children, yes, be allowed to work in the business, get that work experience where they might not receive that kind of experience otherwise. I remember in growing up, our father was the manager of a drugstore, and at an early age, we were asked to come into the drugstore and work. And we had experiences I did at 13 that my peers probably never got until after they were out of high school. Because I had responsibilities in the summer, I had the opportunity to work, earn my own money. And that was great that my dad had that ability that he could hire both of us. But there comes a time when everybody should have the opportunity to get outside of the business and learn from other businesses that are out there. It's surprising. Every business has its own personality, and they've all developed certain strengths that we can benefit from in our own family business. So we need to not be so afraid of losing that wayward child, but give them the opportunity to maximize their own personal strengths. And then, at a later time, bring that back into the business to strengthen the family business. And so the two values that I would like to present and have you remember is love, or mutual respect, in order to resolve conflicts in the family-owned business, and dedication to maximizing the individual's potential working on the individual rather than always coming down on the family business. How would love or mutual respect have helped to alleviate the conflict that we had in this dramatization? Do you think that my character would have gotten up and jumped up and been mad? No, you're right. Karen?
No, and I think he might have not attacked the fact that it's different than what we've always done, and it's not by the budget we've already set up, and it's out of the question to even look at.
Yes. Yes, if there was some kind of respect between the two of us, but we had all this baggage to contend with. Any other ways that a mutual love or mutual respect might have alleviated this conflict within the family business? I think you can all think of them inside, and as you pursue your own interests, you'll think of that. If you think of that and create that as a core belief in your family business, it will assist you avoid the conflict to begin with. And then again, maximizing the individual's potential. We know of a family business where one of the sons realized he wasn't going to be the president of the company, so he went out and became an attorney. And the family's very happy about that because he was maximizing his individual worth and has proven to be very beneficial to the family. They have their own attorney. So it works out that way. And now for the next two values, my brother Roger.
When you leave today, we're going to give business values so that you'll have those to kind of tag the wall and remember what we talked about. Love and mutual respect as a key element, also maximizing the individual's potential. Not everyone is going to be the president of the company, right? There's only one president. But that doesn't mean that because one person is the president, that the other people, other family members involved in the business can't participate and be productive in the family business. The next family business value that I want to talk about is understanding that there are things more important than money. Understanding that there are things more important than money. And I think that the best way that we can accomplish this is under this heading. I want you to tell me what you think things are that are more important than money. What's more important than money, folks?
Relationships.
Relationships. Okay, what's more important than money?